We're gonna go ahead and jump into the game. That is not the game. Sweet. I'm glad. So another thing that I was mentioning, I'm gonna kind of get this out before I continue because I can't do two things at once. I don't know if anyone has noticed this. But I was saying how with OBS, it would be nice if I could do a recording of just the gameplay, like a full screen recording, and then a full screen recording of the webcam simultaneously. For whatever reason, OBS does not have this as a standard option. And I thought that was weird. I think that's so I was asking around on subreddit. And I got a guy's attention with this, and he was like, "That's really interesting. You know, that's a good idea." He went and made a plugin for it. So if you're a streamer out there that is interested in this, because sometimes doing the whole doing the clips of the VOD of the actual stream just doesn't cut it. If you are ever interested in doing recordings where you get both the game and the webcam separately, simultaneously, his GitHub, what was it? I'm going to be putting up links tomorrow, but he goes by Tony. I had it up here. I'll have to have. It's Tony 19944, and it's called OBS Multi-Scene Recorder. So again, that's Tony 19944. And that's OBS Multi-Scene Recorder. He is a streamer, so he has his own Twitch account, which is Tony_Sins__, and then a YouTube channel at Tony Sins, and Tony is TONI, so TONI_Sins__, and then YouTube is at TONISINS. But anyways, the plugin is amazing. You just basically add the scenes that you want as slots, and then you can tell the program what you want to record, which I neglected to do. So you can actually record both the audio, the gameplay, the webcam, and the stream itself, like a VOD, all simultaneously. You just have to have separate scenes for each one. I will do a recap on that at the end of the stream. Okay, so last time, where were we at? We just got back from Moe something. Moe something. I forgot. Moeton? No, that's not it. Help me out here, Axe. Okay, but I know one thing that we do have to do is a lot of reading. We have a lot of reading to do, people. Moriarty? That's not it. I had it saved somewhere. I had it written down, and now I don't remember where. Did I have it in a notepad? Nope. Oh, actually, I wonder something. Maybe I had it. Nope, that's not it. Well, Moaiti. Moaiti? Is that it? Moaiti? Moaiti? Moaiti. Oh no. That's not good. All right. Let me thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. I appreciate it. Okay. Is that any better? Always stuff to iron out. Moaiti. Okay. But how is the lag? Is it any better? I don't think it is. I think it's still lagging pretty bad, and I can't figure out why. I am using a different camera right now. It's one of my wife's. It's one of my wife's cameras, and because I wanted something that's a little bit clearer, but I noticed that it's making things like I thought it was my imagination, but I think it's making things lag. How bad is it on the scale of 1 to 10? Let me see. Okay. How do you look at that? I know that's the most ridiculous thing to hear a streamer ask, I'm sure, but like I've been going based on recording and then, playing things out to see how things line up. It's under creator dashboard and man, for whatever reason, I think Chrome is really dragging, really eating up the bandwidth or whatever, making things laggy. Bitrate's good actually. Stream discovery, earnings, payouts. Nope, that's not it. I don't want analytics. Content. Yeah, how do you see um the stats for your stream? Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Well, let's get into the game then. We got a lot of reading to do. I linked to Riven a few weeks ago. The smell of the place overwhelmed me moments before I could use anything. There we go. Before I could use anything. With my sight only partially cleared, I stood motionless, peering ahead through a dim veil, which was strongly lifted. Oh, which was slowly lifted. Jeez. With my sight only partially cleared, I stood motionless. Here we go, motionless, peering ahead through a dim veil which was slowly lifting. There was a violent clang, and I can't make that out. Oh man. What is this? Can you make this out? I mean, like I should be able to figure this out contextually, but there was a violent clang, and far appeared. Fog. It's not fog. And it looks like her fans. Okay, fans appeared. I remember breathing slowly and very deeply, tasting the familiar Riven air, but not recognizing a thing. Hers? Yeah. Bars. Oh, and clang, violent clang appeared, clang, and bars appeared. Oh, that's it. That's it. All right. I remembered breathing slowly and very deeply, tasting the familiar Riven air, but not recognizing a thing. I must have been hit with the dart right away. I thought it was an insect bite at first. I'm trying to remember it all, but it's difficult. Maybe because of the drying. It looks like a G. Dring. There was a voice. A man I did not recognize stood before me, Rivenese, though he was wearing dingy dress. He seemed to be talking to me, but the poison was barely, already taking effect. A shadow crept? No. Crest? In, and I fell asleep. It looks like crept. Yeah, I think that's crept. So, the poison was already taking effect, and a shadow crept in, and I fell asleep. Then there were the many voices, but I understood none of them. Like hundreds of people whispering I couldn't make up. No matter. The dream I did end up. The dream I did end. Oh, the dream did end. My bad. No matter. The dream did end. And now to be here with Etty, it's been so many years. I didn't realize how much I missed her. Like a piece of me that I had forgotten I'd lost. She's beautiful and so full of warmth, but the years have also left her with a wound, which was not there when we were children. I do wish she were more interested. I write quickly from my prison. Nella, wife, return your book, which the the Noiety intercepted upon your arrival. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. Gin will desire to get it, own it, see it, use it. There we go. Gin will desire to use it, although he may have suspicions. Huh. If you can find my prison, you will still need the combination to the to release me. Gin keeps it in his office. Then I assume we're to signed Atreus. Then I assume we're to signed Atreus. That can't be right. Signed SING signal. Hey, there you go. Thank you. Then I assume we're to signal Atreus. I think I know how it might be done, but don't signal him before I am released. Catherine. Oh, Catherine. Okay. So I write quickly from my prison. Neela will return. Nyla will return your book, which the Noah it I'll get it someday. Intercepted upon your arrival. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atreus for a very specific purpose. Again, will desire to use it, although he may have suspicions. If you can find my prison, you will still need the combination to release me. Gin keeps it in his office. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind. It's not your reading. It's her handwriting. Then I assume we're to signal Atreus. I think I know how it might be done, but don't signal him before I'm released, Catherine. Okay. So, oops. All right. Okay, there we go. I do wish that she were more interested. It seems like I'm asking all the questions. It's awkward. No one asks no one. Interesting. Oh, that's because, okay, that's with a G. It's awkward. No one asks me where I've been or what I've been doing. This hurts, but I understand. I understand it. Their beliefs are born. Their beliefs are born out of ignorance and oppression. They are a gentle people, but they've had their nest destroyed, and now they frantically cling to anything that might save them. But why have they chosen to cling to me? I'm confused. As a child, I always felt out of place here. I never believed. I never belonged. They misunderstood me, and I couldn't relate to them. But now I'm overwhelmed by an interest. Intense feeling that I owe everything to them and this place. I thought I would never see them again, and yet I'm here. I've been given this second chance, but a second chance at what? Saving them? Fulfilling their prophecies. Oh, fulfilling their prophecies, being their savior. The Noaieti, Atris would want me to chronicle all that I've learned. I can at least record some of it. It seems that when Atris and I trapped Gin on Riven many years ago, our efforts were witnessed by most of the inhabitants here. Two of the Rivenese even witnessed the confrontation with Gin at the fissure, where I linked back to Myst and where Atris threw himself into the abyss. Of course, they understood little of what they were seeing, but they somehow were able to guess that we had won, that Gin was no god at all, but only a feeble imposter, a false god, and that we had trapped him here on Riven. I always hoped they would deduce. I always hoped they would deduce this simple truth, but their further conclusions have astonished me. Atris had stripped Gin of his power. Therefore, Atris must be a true god. Oh no! As a god, he was choosing me, the spiritual misfit from a Rivenese womb, to be his wife. I was transcending into deity and wombed. What? That's funny. I was transcending into deity and wound. I don't know what that word is. Lord over Riven forever. Wood? I think that's wood. I was transcending into deity and would lord over Riven forever. So that's what they got out of that spectacle, huh? That's what they concluded. That is too much. That's funny. Well, he's a false god thrown out by this guy, so that guy must be a real god. Thus, the Noaieti, as they call themselves, were born. Dissident society, sworn enemies of Gin. I did not know of their beliefs regarding Atris and myself until 2 days ago. Eddie was Eddie, right? ETI was, for some reason, hesitant to tell me. I can't figure out why. I know she doesn't believe these things. Of course, everyone else. Oh man. Everyone else assumed that I would be aware of my own god status. Over 9,000. So they made no effort to inform me. I only realized it at a recent gathering to which I was invited. I sat at the front of a dimly lit and crowded cave as they told a mythical story of my own life, acting out the battle between Atris, myself, and Gin at the edge of the fissure. The event had been exaggerated into grandiose proportions. This is she had to have like been she had to have had either an astonished like approach when she was writing this, like this like what are they thinking? Almost what do you a regret? Like this isn't what we meant, or this like this is hilarious. Like, how would you even view that if you experience that? These people think you're a god now because you got rid of this oppressive figure. This man, it was offensive. It was offensive. Okay. Apparently she was offended, but I was unable to stop it. I was unable to break the illusion, which is the very foundation of their hope and purpose, and which has given them courage to band together and rebel against again. I guess, yeah. I mean, it depends on how it was exaggerated. Because I mean, if it was exaggerated in the sense where it made Atreus and Catherine seem like a violent type, yes, they were heroes, but seen as kind of violent. I can appreciate how that might be, offensive. I mean, in these books, they're pretty passive. Not to say that they're pacifists, but they're not violent. Since then, I've learned of other doctrines and beliefs that have evolved. The most disturbing of which is the convert. No. Oh man, I can't think. The most disturbing of which is the conversion, the conviction. Oh, the conviction. That one day I would return to Riven to free them. Some believe that I will overthrow Gin. Others believe that I will bring them to paradise. Yeah, it would be a lot. That'd be pretty intense. It's like I guess reading it as a narrative is humorous, especially like uh uh what do you call it? Where like when you watch stuff, I have somewhat of a comical outtake on it. Not always that deep, but being in that situation, that would be pretty shocking and difficult to be able to digest, compile, and can probably was very disturbing. It's I think of Stargate. Stargate was cool because it addressed that, people's concepts of false gods and stuff. But the show started turning into more of a satire, like not a satire. It just became very silly. So I think that's kind of where where I lean when these types of things. It's hard for me to appreciate because the narrative. I don't know. In any case, yeah, thinking of it where these people are having expectations of you one way or another, that's pretty overwhelming. I don't know how to deal with all this. I fight myself. I love these people, my only real kindred, but they will not love me as an equal, which hurts me. I would rather be their slave than their master. That's humble. Hey, welcome back, Ito. How you doing? Did you just get back from work too? Right now, I am reading stuff on Riven, so forgive me for my bad reading. Awesome. Have you ever played or heard of the Myst series, the game series, the Chronicles of Myst, Myst, Riven, Exile, and all that? So over the years, as Gin's power has become greater and greater, the notoriety. I'll never get it. I'm sorry, Axe. I'll never get it. Notoriety. Uh, Sweet. It's a fun game series. It's like it's a puzzle thing, but you're in a world or an island where all the vast like different mechanisms from one part of or the other are all intertwined and interconnected. All right, and right now we're reading this journal from a woman, one of the main characters, and she helped free these people, and now they think she's a god, and she's not. And she's disappointed and frustrated with the situation. So, over the years, as Gen's power has become greater and greater, the Noeti's numbers have grown, and they have become more and more adept at hiding themselves. They now live in a complex network of caves that he still has not discovered. The Noeti, for the most part, have completely served their severed their relationship with any of the Rivenese that chose against joining them. But I hope they're not sacrificed ritual. But I hope they've not sacrificed vital limbs in order to remove the cancer. Oh, okay. So basically, like the Rivenese don't agree with the Noeti. So the Noeti acts with regards to like the narrative and story. So the Noeti are the people in that big tree colony. Is that right? That big, huge dome tree area that we linked to. And then the Rivenese are Moeti. Thank you. Sorry. I keep seeing. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. I'm just wrong. No excuses. I'm wrong. Get down. Get down. The Moeti. And yes. Okay. So they're different from the Rivenese. The Rivenese are the ones that are in those tiny little huts or whatever, and they have that little network of nests around that lake thing, right? Right, right, right. Okay, so the Moaiti, they have decided to have nothing to do with the Rivenese, and Catherine's concerned that this separation, this division, could be a detriment to themselves, right? That she's like, man, I hope they're not doing this to their own detriment. They're not cutting off limbs to try to get away from a cancer. Okay, sweet. All right. Um, Okay. Even father and even father and Avant. I don't Inent. I don't know what this word is. Are still on the surface in Gin's uh, dom- domains, and I long to see them, but dimness shrouds Edith's face every time I've mentioned them. So, who Gin's domains? The Enant? So, father and the Enant. Are Enant a people? Enant? Huh. Okay. Since this break took place, they have interfered with the surface in superficial ways, occasionally sabotaging. There we go. Occasionally sabotaging one of Gen's constructions or stealing food from the villagers. They wear strange masks and costumes during their short forays to the island's surface and take this regalia very seriously, refusing to be seen by anyone outside the Moaiti unless they are properly attired. They get much pleasure out of the fact that those on the surface are frightened by these costumes, calling them evil spirits or ghosts. It was during one of these expeditions that they fortunately rescued me from one of Gen's I don't know what that word is. It was during one of these expeditions that they fortunately rescued me from one of Gen's games. No, that's not it. Grids? When I first appeared on the island. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have been delivered to Gen immediately. I've no doubt that he's now searching for me. Of course, I am now aware that I was fooled. Atreus is not here. I was at first deviated, diverted? No, that's not right. That's definitely not right. Oh man, I don't know what that is. By this realization. Now I am thankful he would be in. Yeah, thank you. Okay, devastated. So I was at first devastated by this realization. Now I am thankful he would be in extreme peril here. Also, there is a quiet inner voice, an echoing remnant that wants him far away. I have just witnessed an age dying, grasping its last breath. Oh, there's a comma right there. I have just witnessed an age dying, grasping its last breath. Today, I vented to the ventured. I ventured to the surface to see what has become of this island. I hoped it would not be as bad as the Moaiti had reported. It was worse. They have become slowly accustomed to its steady decay, but I was devastated. The lips. Okay, let me finish reading this and then I'll take you out. I'm sorry, I should have done it earlier. The lips from which the kiss is wrought has fallen words. will fall cold. Breath will fall cold breath. The womb from which the cry released has suffered um, hurt, will suffer death. To get to that sounds almost like either a puzzle or a poem. That seems too random to be random. I mean, because that doesn't. I mean, I don't really get the poem if it is just a poem. The lips from which the kiss is rot. I feel like I'm saying that word. Do you have any ideas on this one, Axe? Rot. All I see is rot. I don't know, but it looks like there's an I or a J because there's a little dot. There's a little thing right there. As fallen words will fall cold breath. All right. The lips from which the kiss is wrought has fallen words will fall cold breath. The wound from which the cry released has suffered hurt, but suffered death, or will suffer death. That's interesting. To get to the surface, we had to travel through a complex series of doors and passages. Before the last of these doors, they offered me a weapon, which I accepted, and then a mask. I held the mask in my hands for a while, wondering what sort of terror it might invoke in those members of my family who still live on the surface. But I also knew I must keep my identity hidden from Gen's ever vigilant eye. So I accepted it as well. Then together we swam a short expanse and emerged out of the surface of the ocean under a rocky overhang. The harsh sunlight made my eyes sting, but the fresh, rich air was exhilarating after these past weeks in the dark caves. The two men with me were silent, communicating only with hand signals. The three of us emerged from one hiding place and made our way to the top of the plateau. At the edge of the thick and over the thick and overgrown area of the forest, they stopped, peered through the foliage for a moment, and then turned to me as if inviting me, as if awaiting my command, but could not respond. I'm lost. I'm fast, but I'm sorry. Let's see. But could not respond. I'm fast. I found it. At first. No, that's right. That's not right. I'm lost. No, that's an F. That's got to be an F. I am fast. I found it difficult to move. In fact, oh, okay, but could not respond. In fact, I found it difficult to move. Um, I was smelling, hearing, and breathing my youth. This swept over me in a matter of seconds. But in seconds more, all feeling was gone. There was numbness. We did not stay long on the surface, but it was long enough to see the worst. Riven, which was once one island, he split apart into 5 distinct pieces, about half a mile apart. Um, four of these have been claimed by Gin as his exclusive domain. Only his ministers and per- personal militia are ever allowed access to them. From my vantage point at the edge of the forest, I could see three of these islands. They are stripped of their former beauty and are riddled with Gin's self-absorbed constructions. The Moaiti rarely visit these close, closely guarded places. Okay, so the Moaiti rarely visit these closely guarded places. I am really, really, really sorry about the timing. I need to take my dog out though, real quick. I will be right back. Hopefully, it'll be like 3 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, fur babies. Gotta take care of the fur babies. Um, oh, I wanted to tell you too that I did go ahead and pick up the. Thank you, I appreciate it. I picked up the Myst trilogy Kindle book, so I will try to go through that when I can. But I got more and more interested in it and kind of excited about it. I was like curious. You know, what's funny though is if you got each book, they did have the options of doing the books. Hardbound were, I think, $20 or $30 a piece, but I was able to get the Kindle one for $15 for all three of them. So okay. Yeah, so far as I know, that finish. Wait on the others till. Oh, okay, okay. I'll do that. I appreciate it. Hey, Ito, if you are still there, I promise you this game is not all about reading badly. It's there's some pretty cool puzzles to solve and whatnot. It's just every now and then you find some excerpts, some notes or whatever that you want to kind of read out and go through. Um, and yeah, is he still there? Users in chat. I don't think he's there. I think he left. Sorry, Ito, if you're still there. Okay. There is another island which I could not see, as it had evidently crept away to a um, oh man, ter termifree uh, something distance. Terrific, a terrific distance. There we go. Um, okay. There's another island which I couldn't see as it had evidently crept away to a terrific distance. The Moaieti, I'll get it eventually, Moaieti, are very unclear, uh, unclear. Unclear. I think that's unclear. Uh, the Moaieti are Moaieti, Aieti, Moaieti are very unclear as to what exists on this island, except for the fact that they know it is where the great tree used to exist. The forest is located on the island that the surface dwellers and the Moaieti still refer to as Riven, but they also still refer to their entire world as Riven. This island is where the village is, which has changed dramatically. It is also the one remaining province of the people, though Gen's influence can be seen everywhere. Hmm. Crude, but cool. Of course, I know. hmm, Of course, I know the reason for the fracturing of the islands. The Moaieti do not. Gen wrote this place, and it will die, as all of Gen's ages eventually die. I feel nothing today. I am nothing. I live in a cave on a dying world inhabited by people that they are treating me so strangely. They don't know how to uh, relate to a god. I'm still an outsider here. They whisper amongst themselves, talking of my bravery, driving during. Oh, I'm sorry, bravery during my excursion to the surface. How I walked across the island, bold and unafraid. They don't know me. Even Eti is uncomfortable around me. At times there is no awkwardness, and I am only Katrin to her. But at other times I am something else. I am afraid. There's such a gaunt numbness inside me. Great? No. Giant? I don't know. There's such a something numbness inside me. Today, I do not feel closeness with my people. Neither am I offended by their worship of me. I do not hate Gin. I don't feel anything. I'm not even sure of scratched out. At least Neela is still close. I am boiling. Gin is making and writing books. I wish they had told me sooner. Atreus should have realized this would happen, of course. Gin would have written all of the material necessary to the Dini craft of making books into this age, and probably every other age he ever wrote. He is attempting to write his way out of here. We did not imprison him. We only delayed him. This age has become his factory, and the people are his machines. All laboring in his meal pursuit to become a god, to carry on his noble Dini cause. Dunny. I apologize. I think I've been saying Dinny, but I think it's Dunny. You said it was Dunny, right? So far, he has not been able to produce a fully functional book. It's frustrating when there's two different. I mean, it's actually. I wonder if this is actually legitimately handwritten, and it's not. It's not a font, because these two L's are different. I've been able to recognize a lot of it because it's consistent, or I mean some of it rather, because it's consistent, but that threw me off. Atreus has never never believed in destiny, but I don't know what else to call it. It's too perfect. It's too much of a coincidence. They hang on my every word, though they do not understand them. I am their hope, and now I have returned. I owe this to them. There is no choice. It's been a long time since my last entry. It is hard to recognize, but I have found the Starfisher. It is located on the island with the Rivenese, which the Rivenese call Alopo, meaning water pool, but which is referred to by the Moayeti as Alatwan. What the is that? I cannot produce the sounds for this word. I'm going to go on. Meaning pool of stars. Oh, I see something interesting. I spoiled myself. I gotta stay focused. I got kind of excited. Having once allowed Atreus to escape this age without leaving an open door. Yeah, oh yeah, right away. I saw these numbers and I saw this and I was like, oh, is that what I think it is? Okay, having once allowed Atreus to escape this age without leaving an open door behind us, it has since been sealed with a skin of heavy iron. I don't think that's skin, but that's the only word I can think of. Skin of heavy iron. A crude telescope has been mounted over a locked viewport, the combination to which was acquired by the Moiety before my arrival. All right. Let's get our handy dandy stuff out. Where is my notebook? Okay. Disappointed in myself that I wasn't better prepared for that. Okay. All right. So we got this one. Which I believe that's a 4, if I remember right. And that's a 2. And that's a 5. Now the question is you have to press them like so many times. And that's a 2. And then that's a 1. If I got all that right, I'm going to kick myself because I don't know how I remember that and yet nothing else. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Yeah, that's the one. This was... Oy. Come on. Come on. Yay, paper. Okay. So was I right? Is that a 4? That is a 4. And that one's a 2. That one's a 5. That one's 2 and then 1. How do I remember the numbers? That's like the only thing that I think I've ever memorized. Well, for this game. I don't know. Okay, moving right along. Okay. In the early days, the Moiety Sweet. The moiety, seeking an escape from from Riven, briefly pursued the idea of reopening the fissure. They discovered a small mechanical. They discovered a small mechanical stop to prevent the scope from hitting the portal window. No. Ultimately, however, they decided against opening it. I hate to think what would have happened to them if they had not left it alone. I've instructed them to stay away from it. I'm almost certain that with the decay state of the islands, opening the fissure now would be disastrous. I have heard that in the days immediately following Gen's confinement on Riven, he attempted to determine the feasibility of navigating the stars beneath the fissure, for he had seen the Myst book fall from Atris' hands into that very same space. To this end, he would have people, alleged transgressors of the law, thrown into it so that he could access their fate, assess could, I want to say, excuse, observe. There we go. So that he could observe their fate. The telescope would still stand there, which still stands there, is one he had built for these callous experiments. Oh, that is jacked. You have sinned. Push. Nope, a little to your right. Almost. That's horrible. That's just, ugh. This guy has no love for life except for himself at all. Jeez. It is said that they did not die, but what became of them remains a mystery. It appears that the limits of Gen's Gen's optics prevented him from learning their fate. The star field beneath the fissure is not as it seems. It is a glint space, something space, as hospitable to life as a flowing river. This is how Atris explained it after he had fallen into it. But much more than that, we've never understood, and we were never able to conclude upon its origins. But the visions, the visions tell, I don't know, tell me that it was formed out of the will of the maker, perhaps for some greater purpose that we cannot yet understand. So Gen and Atreus. Gen is Atreus' dad. Gen is in Riven, and but he did not create Riven. Oh, okay. So, in other words, don't read anymore. Don't worry about the rest of it. Kind of painful. Uh, it really is. I mean, yeah. This is a lot. I won't go too far ahead. Okay. But the maker. So whoever this maker is the one from Dunny. Okay. So there's two things I have to figure out. Oh, oh, that's right. Atris AIT is Gen's father, and then AT is Gen's son. That's right. Right. But what I'm wondering is Riven. Riven was not created by Gen, correct? It was created either by Atris that with an AI, or um, or by this maker from Dunny. Chloe, go lay down, puppy. Fine. Come on, fur baby. Come on. Ah, fur baby. I got nothing going on here that would be interesting to you. Okay. So I've got two final puzzles to solve basically. One, I gotta figure out that Fisher thing, but I've also got to figure out how to trap Gen in that book. Yeah, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Right. Because he was like basically in the middle of his teachings where he got the fundamental principles of making, but not the application or moral principles behind it, ethical guidelines. Okay. Um, feel like am I going? I am going the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, definitely. And I am. I'm not that bad of a reader when it comes to English. I'm not the quickest, but that was killer. Like, if you ever want to feel like a fool, read something like that. And yeah, it's like I'm really bad with cursive as it is. I'm not like handwriting, not too bad sometimes. Well, or is it the reverse? I get the basics of cursive, but some handwriting I just have a lot of trouble with. When I was, I never learned how to do cursive, but I always wanted to emulate cursive, and I'd see my mother doing cursive. So I would sit there with a piece of paper and I would do scribbles in a line. I was like, "Mom, did I say something? What did I write?" I still remember that. I ask her if she remembers that sometimes, and she'll do a face palm. She's like, "Yeah, I remember that, honey. I remember that. Thank you." Okie dokie. All right. Do they have oh wait, that's right. I can skip these. Do they have diagrams and pictures and stuff or drawings, whatever, kind of like what we just saw in the journal? Do they have similar stuff like that in the books? Because that would be awesome. Um, How do I get back to that? I think I need to go. Okay. Yay! Oh. No. We'll just. I need to do the fisher first and then trap him. Oh, wait, no. I would probably want to trap him first and then the fisher because I probably end up throwing the book into the fisher, don't I? Oh, dang it. I should have looked. Wait a minute. No. I just came from this way. Well, I can at least open it. Nope, nope. Okay. Oh my goodness, why? Click show. Okay. Right? Actually, let me take a screen cap of the, or a picture of that. That way I know the context of it and I can edit the. Is it because you used the little up character a whole bunch of times? So, was I right though? Should I be worrying about trapping him for? Oh, crud! Should I try to trap him first? She was mentioning, well, the note came before the Fisher. So if I was going based on the order in which information is provided, it would be um, trap him first. So like right here. But the problem is, I still don't know how to trap him. I mean, now that I have the book, maybe that's what it'll lure him out. It'll like trigger a new cinematic where he comes into the room and he's like, "Oh, hey you, hey, what do you got there?" And then he like steals my book and haha, trapped. Hey, where did that little diagram go? Thought it was a. Thought it was that. Yeah, it's definitely after. Man, I must have gotten pretty far. Oh, there it is. There it is. I keep passing it up. That's what the deal was. So yeah, I got the note that says trap him, and then I got the information about the Fisher. Stops right there. Oh, wait. Guide Sightway? No. The lightweight images in Gen's book and our burnt book all seem to share the same sickness. If they are not powered, the images are black. It might be possible to clear the vision with only will write substance into the moiety age. Oh, huh. I will dream. Have requested a group to solve combination that will open the dome. Once open, we can power the burnt book. I do not think Gen will interfere. He will leave the bait. Wait, the burnt book? So that's the one in his lab. Oh, now I gotta check this out. Oh, wait. What am I? Am I going somewhere? I'm not going somewhere. Where am I going? Okay. Yeah, here we go. Wait. Does the oh, whoops. Oh, it doesn't have an image. All right, so I gotta figure things out from here. So far, the only two pieces of information that I have that I know for a fact address the two final pieces are that letter and the combination to the fissure, obviously. It does mention the burnt book, but the burnt book does not have an image, so I assume that it has to be in one of those domes in order to have an image. And so this burnt one won't have an image. So it just leaves the other two as being practical pieces of information. As to which order, though. I wonder if it matters which book you enter the world that place from. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. I feel really bad about that. The Ito, he was hanging out while I was doing the Kingdom Hearts stream, and he came to see this game, and this game is amazing, and all he saw was really bad reading. Not exactly the best demonstration of what makes Myst and Riven amazing. That's okay, though. There, no. Yeah, it really is impressive with all the textures that they have, and it doesn't, like, nothing feels repeated. In games of this time, they used a lot of texture maps that were like heavily repeated. So you saw the patterns and the textures and the skins and stuff. But I don't think I've ever seen any sort of repeat in the textures or anything. As far as like vertically, you know, if they use a skin to wrap around each of those mountains or each of those like rock formations, then that's different. But um, going down this ladder and stuff, it's just hard to identify any sort of um, repetition. The sounds that they made, really high quality. Whoops. I I think I remember just getting the first CD. Maybe the second one because I did go to the forest island. I don't know if it's like one CD per island, but I mean that makes sense. Sorry about the yawning. Nope. Wait a minute. Where's? Oh, it's. Oh my goodness. I feel ridiculous. It was there the whole time. I keep forgetting that this one is on top. I keep expecting it to be underground for some reason. Oh man. I already forgot this one though. Nope. 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 I think I can actually throw that away. I think I rewrote the notes on that one. All right, so here we go. I'm not going to activate the book just yet. Woo! That's interesting. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you're like, well, I don't know. Gin's place. Man, this place is so creative. Interesting. That's what his lab looks like, or his home or house or something? It's funny, the mountain looks like gold. Kind of would be an appropriate place for someone like him to create a house. Yeah, the thing I was concerned about though is I didn't know what was going to happen. Like if this was going to trigger a cinematic or oh. Oh, here he is. Hello.
I apologize for the cage.
No, you don't. You're not sorry.
I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen. I am Gen. I assume you've heard of me.
Yeah,
Yes.
word's gotten around.
Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now.
I don't know about
My
that.
son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was. Yes. I even tried to kill him once. God, if I had accomplished that, who knows what I would have become. A great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years.
Dang.
30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed.
Yeah. Your gold palace here speaks wonders.
To be sure, the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for, but my mission was an honorable one. I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or another. I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer.
How about you let me out of here and we can talk properly?
Atris's choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven, and many have suffered because of it. The island has been steadily decaying for years, but according to my most recent measurements, it appears that the 5th age has entered its final days. Unless the villagers can be relocated soon, the island will collapse entirely and everyone will perish. It has taken me a long time to do it, but it appears that finally I'll be able to make some substantial amends to my past transgressions, especially in, well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety. In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence. It seemed inevitable under the circumstances. Upon Catherine's return, however, their violence intensified considerably. It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them. And as far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative. I had to separate her from her people. I must admit, though, that my concerns were not entirely for her safety alone. The actions of Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here. Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her. Although I'm sure Atreus desires it. Indeed, he must desire it with all his heart. But he is completely unaware of her recent state.
Hey. Oh, there you are.
Which brings me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Have fun with it. For real. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Wait a minute. There's no depictions of me as a god. What's going on here? Look at him doing the hand thing, like, Uh-oh, hey.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
Awkward.
You may need some time to decide. That is reasonable. Until then, as a token of my good intentions, I will allow you free access to my
they did a really good job.
Cruel though they may be, and to the rest of the Fifth Age. Please understand, there is nothing I want more than a chance to resolve matters between Atreus and myself, especially in light of what has become of Catherine. But unless you are willing to demonstrate to me that your intentions are honorable, I cannot risk it. The sanctuary I've been writing for the islanders is nearly complete. After all these years, it would be a shame if I were unable to finish it.
Well, the only way to get him to trust you is to actually touch the book.
The work I'm doing is quite demanding. Please don't signal me unless you've decided to use the book.
I would think.
The switch will reset itself once you link from here.
Oh man, I missed a crucial part. He said... Man. I'm curious what the sets look like. I mean, I know that they had to have been like green screen, obviously, or blue screen at that time. Ah. Yeah. I have a feeling that I have to touch the book. It's not letting me touch the button. Maybe I have to leave and then come back to reset it. Ah. I have to give a signal. Um, Hold on. Let me look at the piece of paper again. The parchment. I'm going to look at the parchment. Yes, parchment. All right. I read this quickly. I will return book, which is Moiti intercepted upon your arrival. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. Again, will desire to use it, although he may have suspicions. If you can find my prison, you will still need the combination to release me. Gin keeps it in his office. Then I assume we're to signal Atris. I think. Oh. Okay. Yes. Yeah, okay. So there's. Or I assume that. So there's 5, 1. No, I'm sorry, 5. Wait, what? Well, this says 5 and then 1. 5 and then 1. Well, I thought I was onto something. I'm not. It just shows which island you're going to. Okay. Back to the mental drawing board. Okay. So, in order to find her prison, I have to have the code. If you can find my prison, you will still need the combination to release me. Gin keeps it in his office. Then I assume. Okay. So I have to get it in his. So I have to get like his trust. I have to reassure him that this isn't a trap, and that he can trust me. He'll release me from the cage. I'll go shuffling around in his drawers. Not the top drawer though. You never look at the top drawer. Or is it the bottom drawer? I think it's the bottom drawer. Anyways, either way, you don't look in those, and try to find that secret code. But the question is, I have to find her prison. So is her prison here? He said that he had to remove her from the people. So she's got to be here. Somewhere. How do I... Okay. Let's do this. Let's call in for Pizza Hut. Hey, Pizza Hut. Why can't I... Okay, I'm gonna leave and then I'll come back. Let's do this.
I'm relieved you've returned.
Yeah.
I thought perhaps you had decided against it.
Yeah, no, watch. I'll touch it.
Follow you directly.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I'm gonna be trapped here, aren't I? Game over. Ah, you. That was. I have chosen poorly. Oh, he swapped places with me. Oh, it's one of those prison books like in Atreus' Sons. So if the other person, oh, okay, sweet. Now I'm curious how that works. Like, how did him getting trapped free me from the cage? Who opened the cage? Well, this looks friendly. That he did. That he did. Yeah. Physics. Okay. I'll do that. I'll get that out of the way. I'm going to assume. Wait. Where is it? I thought I saw a lever somewhere over. Oh, there it is. Is it this one? No. What's going on here? Warning, this button does nothing. Okay. Quill with magical ink. All right, so I am now trying to open the cage and oh, okay. So the lever it will open the cage. I didn't want it like rotating the building. All right. Sweet. I have music now. Nope, still didn't turn it on. All right. Kenny G? Is that you? Has he got you prisoned here too? Okay. A basin for washing your face and hands and stuff. Looks like there's something there. Ah, good to know.
Kianenatsu? Shima? Shorate. Mata neta. Tagamem. San potegan shem. Fasi.
Excellent. Is that his wife or something?
Kianenatsu?
Okay. She's got a beautiful voice, but no. Grandfather? Creepy eyes. And either mother or wife. To Gin, my husband. And my something. I can't read that, but I think this says to Gin, my husband. I'm pretty sure. So I was right. Meow. Is there anything behind the rug? He is really obsessed with that, like, 5 thing. Oh, more writing. Excellent. Can I take this home for, like, bedtime reading? Okay. Well, I think this should be a lot easier to read, I think. I start this latest journal with astounding news. Catherine has returned to the 5th age, and though it sets my teeth on edge to say it, she has also vanished as quickly as she appeared, stolen from me by the rebels. As my guard tells it, she linked into the Fisher Plateau cage, as I'd guessed. When suddenly he was set upon by a band of rebels who darted him and spirited her away. I suspect the truth of the matter was that he was so dumbfounded at actually witnessing someone link in after all link in after all this time, that he presented an easy target for whichever rebel had happened by at that moment. The damnable luck of it. He did get a good enough look at her, though, to verify that it was indeed Catherine. He also claims that he inspected all of her belongings and found no linking book on her person, a fact which, if true, makes the question of why she's returned here all the more puzzling. While I am sick with frustration at having lost the only query that Cage has ever caught, I am also filled with hope. She may yet provide me with a way back to Dunny. It is true that I have managed, despite overwhelming odds, to break free of the confines of the Fifth Age and resume my mission to save my culture from extinction. But I fear that unless I am able to regain access to the vast resources that lie in the city's ruins, the task of reconstructing that great civilization will be impossible. If Catherine did bring a linking book with her, then I'm halfway there. If not, then she is trapped in the Fifth Age, and I can assume that my emotionally crippled son will soon be along to rescue her. Either way, it is crucial to my plan that I find her soon. Her presence here now forces me to take the rebels more seriously. I should never have permitted them to survive this long. Once again, the great work has demonstrated its usefulness to me. This past week, the villagers have been most difficult to manage. Apparently, they have learned of Catherine's survival, and their fear of the mythic beast has been all that has kept them in line. Had I known how truly useful these prodigious creatures would prove to be, I would have perhaps captured more of them while the local population was still plentiful. Although, to be sure, if these disturbances continue, my current pets will be in no danger of perishing for lack of nourishment. This guy is twisted. Jeez. The search for Catherine continues. I now deeply regret my mistake of having ever taught these primitive people anything at all about the books. It seems that with each passing day, I more sorely realize, I guess. No, it doesn't seem right. The extent to which they were not ready for that knowledge. I don't know. It looks like realize, but I don't know. Not even in the simplified manner in which I had presented it to them. Their minds, adapted only to the exceptionally menial tasks of village life, were incapable of comprehending the art in all its complexity, and thus were unable to extract the essential underlying principles that are, ironically, so elegantly simple. It is obvious that much of the discord that exists between us stems from their failure to grasp the full meaning of the information I gave them. If they'd been able to gain even the smallest glimpse of the future I'd planned for them, then this conflict would not exist. The minds of children are much more malleable. With the proper instruction, as proof from your son, with the proper instruction, they have developed a more appropriate posture towards the culture. I don't know, that gave them their lives. At times, they take to it almost as if they had a bit of Dunny blood in them. Given the natives' inborn limitations, however, I am quite careful that none gain a level of understanding that would permit them to sin against their future, the way that Catherine did. How foolish I was to think that she could contain such knowledge responsibly when it was quite clear that my own son could not. Atreus, still, he remains one of the greatest disappointments of my life. Ouch. I should never have left him with my mother. By the time I'd returned for him, he had already been poisoned as to all thoughts of the dunny. Perhaps it was the only way that she could rationalize the fact that she had been responsible for the collapse of their civilization. So much destruction, so many great lives that lost. The guilt must have been unbearable. I do have vague recollections of the love she had for my father and for our world. But ultimately, she was an outsider whose ignorance of the Dunny became the catalyst for their demise. If I am able to rebuild our culture and in the process correct much crucial weaknesses, then perhaps what she did was ultimately necessary in order that a new era of prosperity might someday come to pass. Yowzers. So basically, this was all destiny, and he's going to be the savior or something? He was the destined savior. These last few weeks, I have found myself frequently beset by images from the past. As I stood in the schoolroom today, I was reminded of my own childhood, the years I spent in the Bookmakers Guild. Father's immense pride at each of my small accomplishments there. He was an important man in the Dunny world, but I can't bear to think of him for long. It's too much. I was too young to see such a thing. I've got her. Late last night, I received word that Catherine was in the village attempting to persuade the people to join her. I lost 2 good men in the process, but I would have paid 100 times that number for such a prize. She's been taken to the prison island, where I've been attempting to gain some insight as to the reason for her presence here. I've had to fight. No? Yes. I've had to fight the all but constant impulse to put her on the gallows. She has adopted the most infuriating stance of only answering my questions when she answers them the most infuriating stance of only answering my questions when she answers them at all in the native tongue. Oh. Huh. Even so, she is a poor liar. I am now quite certain that her return to Riven was unintentional, and that she brought no linking book with her. As for her unwillingness to share with me the location of the Moiety, we shall see. Without their leader, Without their leader, however, they are once again powerless against me. If Catherine's coming here was indeed an accident, then Atreus is inbound to come for her. That is a given. The question I must now consider is, how will he do it? It is likely... Man, excuse me. I apologize. It is likely that his hesitation has been due, at least in part, to this dilemma. One way or another, though, he'll have to bring a linking book to get back to Dunny. There's no other way. Okay, puppy, you need to get down. There you go. Go on. It's late and I cannot sleep. I've lost so much in my life. My people, my father, my son, and you, my wife, Keta. You were the only true kindness I have ever known. Watching you, I can't make that out. Something there in the imager. Oh, the crank thing that we just played. Sometimes I sometimes wonder if you were real. If I could restore your life with my pen, I would do so in an instant, and leave the rest of the world to their own wretched fate. Damn these savages. I would be well advised to leave them all in the 5th age and begin again with a clean sheet of paper. A stranger has arrived on Riven with a linking book to Dunny, and once again my useless minion was overtaken by the rebels. From what little I could decipher from his muddled explanation, it apparently occurred sometime this morning. The cage has been damaged, but it is no matter. Everything I need is here now. Atreus is certainly behind this. Yet, how could he be so foolish as to send someone here with a linking book? Such blatancy is unlike him. Could it be that he has had a change of heart? After all these years, is he finally letting his poor old father go? No, he's only after one thing. Perhaps he should find her. For now, I need only to wait and observe. Oh, man. I mean, cool backstory, definitely, but I was hoping that it's also going to have a clue as to her whereabouts. Man. Yeah, he's something. He's something. Oh man, sorry about this. Hold on one second. All right. So there is no indication as to her whereabouts. There's no clues as to any sort of code. I can't. Oh. What's this? Okay. Put it there in the imager. When you say the imager, this is of his wife, right?
Kianenatsu? Shima? Shorate. Mata neta. Tagamem.
Yeah, that's what he was referring to in the book, where he's like, sometimes I watch you on this thing and I wonder if you were ever real. Man, that would be a tormenting thing to have almost. I mean, bittersweet, I guess. I don't know. I can't interact with anything. I mean, so are you being literal that there is something in this room? Because the only thing that I see that has any sort of numbers to it or anything, but I can't make out the numbers. It is a really cool item though. A little timer maybe, or a clock. One, two. Please don't tell me it's this thing. Because I don't know what number that is. It looks like a 5, a 0. That's supposed to be a 0, right? What? Those aren't numbers? I'm trying, like, it won't let me hover my mouse over it during the cinematic. Oh, it isn't the numbers. I'm sorry. Okay. It isn't the numbers. Okay. I don't know. Oh man. I mean, it's making the chime. It's opening up. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, but how is that helpful? Oh, ding, 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 ding. Do you like my little sound effects there? My interpretation of the sound effects. All right. Okay. Well, there's got to be something else going on in the lab that makes sounds. Ah, man, your dad was creepy. Atris was creepy. I don't know. No love for his mother, that's for sure. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not gonna go into any of the books, but I am curious about something. Haha. Okay. So this thing powers the books, I imagine. Oh. Yep. No, I need to stop doing that. All right. Does that mean I can leave? No, I still can't leave. Okay, what else is in the room? What else is going on in here? Okay, that thing opens up the jail cell. That ladder goes down to his quarters. I'm assuming that this is not on, right? Okay. Oh, I won't be going out? All right. Wait a minute. I'm curious about something. Am I able to see where that pipe goes? I don't think that's where the water basin. No, that can't be the water basin. I feel like I have to go back to the Moaeti Island, whatever it was. I think he referred to it as Prison Island. Like in general in the game. Okay. Well, I feel like I've gone everywhere here. So not in his book, but no. This is that one statue thing that opens up, right? Yeah, I don't know. Give me some time. Hopefully I'll remember. Chloe, you're killing me, dog. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Get in your bed. Okay. Let's walk through here. Okay, so it's not It's not that we've already been there and we only go there once. The great knife created the fissure. Wait a minute. The 5 islands. Okay. Is that? Haha. I'm trying to think of which ones I've been to. Okay, so I've been to this one. I think it's that number 1. No, the number 1 is the big dome. That first one was the big dome. Okay, this is the cartography, the map island. Then... Okay. Well, I'm just going to pretend I figured that out. Yay, me! No worries. It's all good. I like the energy. I really am just messing around. Tips are appreciated. All right. It's beautiful. Dude, seriously, this is cool. Oh, okay. Nope, nope. No, wait. So it goes this one first, then this one, and then this one again. Okay. Oh, wait, no, it does the middle one twice. Or just the 3? Interesting. Oh, okay, so that was it. I was like, wait a minute, that last one should be it. Ooh. The tip about the ball though, like, make me think outside the numbers. That was definitely like, I wouldn't have been able to figure that out, I don't think. Or it would have taken me a ridiculously long time.
We have to move quickly. Gen's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book? You did it.
Yep. Well,
We're all
your
free.
husband did. Your husband did most of the work.
You captured Gen.
Yeah, you know, I don't like to brag.
But there's still his followers. I'm not
There's
sure
mostly
they'll kill
Axe.
once they realize he's gone. I'll have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible. You go back to the Temple Island and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to save Elatris. I'll try to make it back there as soon as I can, but don't wait for me. Don't forget, the portal combination's in my journal. Good luck.
She was gonna jump. I don't know why. I forgot the stairs were right there. It's like, what is she gonna do? Little hovercraft like takes off in the background. What kind of world is this? Nope. Is there anything in her, like, if I go back up to her room or whatever, is there anything up there that's interesting? I feel like I want to go check. I'm gonna go check. Oh, I can't check. Oh, they're all jacked up and broken. Never mind. Hmm. Wait. 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 Am I stuck? Oh wait, no. That's right. Don't. No comments, please. I want to walk away. I want to walk away from this somehow with grace. Whatever grace I can manage. Okay, which one was it? Oh, she's tore out that one. Nope. Nope, not that one. This one? Yep. All right. You're very kind. Nope. Wrong way. Or was it? Didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's right. I can go downstairs, right? Yep, my bad. I took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Okay. So... Oh. Maybe it's 4, 2, 5, 2, 1. Yay! I did the thing. All right. Stars. Okay. I see stars. Now what? Isn't that a song? I see stars. Okay. Come on, break it. Can't go any further than that, huh? Safety mechanisms, blocks, restrictions. Barriers. I'll look around. Wait. I can't. Can I adjust this? Mess around with this? Okay, I can't do that. Oh, wait. The knife is probably gone, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, that's for the cage door. Anyways. So that doesn't count. Just occurred to me now that the whole top of the fissure is lined with lead or metal. That's what I was talking about in that journal. That's interesting. Let me lower it again and see if anything changes in the environment. Blazing hot. Oh man, because of that lag, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait again. So I'm right now. I'm at the lever with the knife at it. So I'm gonna go from there. I will go in a certain direction. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go past the fissure. Now I'm gonna go back to the contraption. I don't know if I should be happy about this or. Oh. Ah, dang it. So. I'll wait. So right now I'm looking at the top of. I don't know. Like, there's nothing. It won't let me do anything. There's nowhere else to click. I've clicked every inch of this thing. Oh. Apparently not every inch. All right. Wait a minute. I just want to see something. I saw this. I just made an assumption that that's as low as it goes. I didn't realize that that was referring to a safety pin. Oh, that's funny. Whoa. Hey. Hang now. Here we go. Ah! Hang on! In the words of Samuel Jackson, hey, hold on to your butts. Did we just, like, destroy the world? Yo.
There isn't much time.
Atris.
Where's Catherine? Where's the book?
Atris!
I don't...
Several? Really? Wait, I'm assuming one of them is opening the fissure. Oh, actually, hold on.
I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for.
Yeah, well, we thank you for the game. This is great.
The path home is now clear for all of us. This is where our paths must part. Perhaps we'll meet again someday. You know where to find me.
I kind of don't.
Goodbye, my friend.
Oh. Wait. What? Seriously? He screwed us over like that? And I'm just falling? Yeah. Wait, is this like a time loop? Is this a time warp or something? Oh, okay.
Now I understand. Endings and beginnings are within the fissure, that riven cleft of stars that access both a wall and a bridge. And though I am unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that brought my Myst book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend. The age of Riven is closed forever, but the people of Riven are free.
Yeah.
Now I am at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
That's cool. Is there some sort of like post credits cinematic? The second one, I'm assuming, is if you open up the fissure before freeing Catherine, or trapping before trapping Gin or freeing Catherine. Okay. That's crazy. So what happens if you don't capture Gin or free Catherine? I mean, does Atreus like show up and is like, what the heck is wrong with you? And then, you know, like pushes you into the fissure, but in a direction you don't want to go. Oh, dang. That's crazy. Atreus shows up, gets pissed off, and then Gin shows up and kills Atreus. Oh, wow. I really need to read these off so that way, like, anyone that's following or watching, you know, the VOD or whatever, that's resulting in Catherine being stuck in the dying Riven age. And then I'm assuming Gin then takes the linking book and he gets his happy blood out. Crazy. Well, I imagine if you, to do that one, you have to actually save the game early on, play through to get access to Catherine's journal. Oh, okay. So to get the code, it's unique from one playthrough to the next. That's interesting. I knew that about the remakes, that codes are different, but that's for this game as well, where the code that's shown on the journal is different each playthrough. Then reload the early save to be able to input that code in at the fissure without completing the other two goals. That makes sense. I almost feel like doing that, but You know what? I'm kind of tempted to do it. I want to see the cinematic to it. All right. So one is the fish thing. This one. 2 is a scarab. 3 is a frog. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, duh. Because, yeah, you're right. Before Again's place. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right. All right, so we're gonna go back to the Fisher and re-enter the code. Oh wait, actually, yeah, you know what? This is fine. Oh no, it's not what I meant to do. We're going to go to the Fisher and re-enter the code, but since we haven't trapped Gin or saved, oh yeah, this is fine. No, yeah, it's fine. Since we haven't trapped Gin or saved Catherine, apparently we get a different, no. Yep. All right, here we go. I'm gonna remove the pin, and we'll do this code here, which is 4. Oops, nope, that's not it. 4, 2, 5, 2, 1. All right. All right, here we go. Where's my wife? Where's Catherine? You were supposed to free her.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine? The book is empty. I don't understand.
You never did. am no longer your father because you are no longer my son.
Oh, dang. It would have been awesome if somehow the linking book fell back into the fissure. Just like dropped out and rolled into the fissure or something, bounced out. I don't know.
I don't know what you thought you were doing, but thank you. I finally am free.
Yeah, sure. Now, I feel cold. Dude, that guy is just... Something's not right with that guy. All right. Well, oops. That was very enjoyable. That was pretty awesome to be able to play in a world where the whole, like, different islands, all the puzzles culminate into one big solution. That's pretty cool. I like the whatchamacallit, Myst game. I liked the thematic of it, where they were kind of intertwined. You had to solve each puzzle almost to like unlock the next room. But I feel like with Riven, it was more like it wasn't just access to another area. It was everything was part of the same puzzle. I don't know how. I'm not good with words of that like that. Originally, Riven was a single island. Yeah, I think that's what Catherine was saying in her journal, right? She arrived and she couldn't believe what she saw, that like all the islands were split because Gin wanted it that way, and he only allowed like himself and his true followers or something to have access to this one of the islands, or two. I have to go there. I allowed it. I don't know why it didn't show up again. That and Gin's constant tinkering with the Riven book caused. Sorry, that and Gin's constant tinkering with the Riven book caused a crap ton of instability. Ah, hey, serious? I thought crap was supposed to be whitelisted. Because either you or Shazara had said crap at one time, and I allowed it. I thought it was supposed to be whitelisted. It's gonna suck if I have to. Well, I'll look at Nightbot tonight. But yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun, and I don't know how these people do it. I mean, it's like, is it predominantly one individual with the imagination and a direction of going, and then he has a staff of puzzle makers, Or, I mean, is it like three friends? Like, I don't really know much about Cyan, like their company or anything, or how they came about. But their games are just phenomenal. Okay. Now, let us get into Exile.